Good morning, dear children. As we all know that we are undergoing a very dangerous situation and we are fighting against COVID-19, which is prevailing in India, not only in India but also around the globe. And I feel that because we are at home to be very safe, I feel that this is the right time to make our time somewhat more useful, especially for the students who are at home. And in the previous video sessions, we have discussed about many basic grammar things, and I think today, because I'm handling grammar and the grammar classes is going on, and it is very difficult for you people to go through the grammar all along. So what I did, I felt that it is better to take some classes and give some revisions so that you will be little bit, not little bit, you will be very much clear to understand the basic grammar properly. So today I'm not going to handle any other feature classes, but I am going to have a revision class, that is for the last so many video sessions what we have learned. On that basis we are going to have a discussion today in this video session. In our first primary class, that is in our primary video session, we discussed about noun, pronoun, sentence, kinds of sentences and preposition. So let me give you a revision regarding all these topics. First, let me tell you what is a noun. A noun is a word which refers to name, place, animal and things. A noun is a word which is used to indicate about name, place, animal and things. It's very simple. I do believe that for people like you, those who are very much intelligent, I feel that it is very easy for you people to understand what is a noun. So a noun is a word which is used to indicate about name, place, animal and things. So in the next class video section we discussed about pronoun. A pronoun is a word which is used instead of a noun. A pronoun is a word which is used instead of a noun, and there are 7 types of pronouns, and they are I, you, we, they, he, she, it. A pronoun is a word which is used instead of a noun, and there are 7 types of pronouns: I, you, we, they, he, she, it. Now in the pronoun section, I told you that a noun is not used twice or thrice in a sentence. So instead of using a noun repeatedly in a sentence, we use the pronouns, and I have given you examples also, that Ram is a good boy. First sentence, Ram is a good boy. The second sentence, Ram studies well. Instead of that, in the sentences, we referred Ram twice, and that is a noun which is repeatedly said that Ram is a noun. And what we have to do, what we must do is that we have to omit that noun, that is Ram, and instead of Ram, we use the pronoun he. Example, Ram is a good boy. He studies Well, so this is the way we use pronoun instead of a noun. Then in the next video session, we discussed about sentence and kinds of sentences. A sentence is a group of words which is joined together to make a meaningful sense. A sentence is a group of words joined together to make a complete sense. And there are four types of sentences. They are assertive or declarative sentence, imperative sentence, interrogative sentence, and exclamatory sentence. I again repeat, there are four kinds of sentences. They are assertive or declarative sentence. Assertive and declarative sentence are used to declare something, and I have given you the examples. You can go through our previous video session so that it will be somewhat more clear for you. Anyhow, an assertive or a declarative sentence is used for a declarative declaration, and it ends with a full stop. I completed my job. So that is a assertive sentence or an declarative sentence. The next one is imperative sentence. Imperative sentence is used for a request, a command, or an order. It was also discussed, and I have given you the examples. Anyhow, again I will give you one more example for imperative sentence. As I told you, it is used for a request or a command or an order. For example, please fetch me a glass of water. That is a request. You are requesting, please fetch me a glass of water, and this comes under imperative sentence because it is a request. Shut the door. Don't go out. These two sentences are command, or you can say it is an order, and these two, both the sentences, comes under the imperative sentence. The third one, it was an interrogative sentence. An interrogative sentence is called an question sentence, and it lasts with a question mark or a question tag. For example, can I come with you? Can you please spare your pen? All these questions, it comes under interrogative sentence, and the way of talking or the way of asking interrogative sentence should be in a question asking way. That is an interrogative sentence. The last one, it is interrogative sentence. An interrogative sentence always lasts with an exclamatory mark. An exclamatory sentence always ends with an exclamatory mark, for it is used for a surprise or a sudden situation. And I have given you the examples also. For example, what a beautiful evening. It's an exclamatory sentence. It's an exclamatory sentence. What a beautiful evening. And it ends with an exclamatory mark. So these are the four kinds of sentences, and I told you to go through it, revise it, practice on it, and I asked you to write some notes, some examples of your own, and present it in our video session. But unfortunately, I am very sorry to say that I am not getting any type of such examples from any one of you. Anyhow, in the last previous video section, we discussed about prepositions. That is very important. In the previous video session itself, I told you that prepositions are very much important to have a beautiful, effective communication or a written skill. that is without any grammatical mistakes. Now I will tell you what is a preposition. A preposition is a word placed before a noun or a pronoun to show its relation with some other words in the sentences. For example, I told you, he worked hard in the hope of standing first. In the hope of standing first. So, in the first, he works hard. It's a separate sentence. The hope of standing first. That is the second sentence. But in between these two sentences, we had added in so that it makes a relationship or a connectivity between these two sentences. He works hard in the hope of standing first. So there are many prepositions, and I have given you notes also. Prepositions in, at, on, during, by, for, all these words are called prepositions, and a preposition is a word which is used before a noun or a pronoun to show its relationship with some other words in the sentence. One more important thing what I want to tell you is that a preposition generally serve three important purposes. A preposition generally serve three important purposes. They are indication of time. The preposition is generally serve three important purposes. One is indication of time, the second one is indication of place, and the third one is as a part of the verb. So all these things, what I want to tell you, dear children, because you are at home and you must make your time somewhat more useful, somewhat more knowledgeable by going through all these grammatical parts which was discussed in our video sessions. And you have to write, I cannot say that you have to write, you must write examples regarding all these sentences, and you have to submit it in our video sessions, so that if there is any mistake, let it be grammatical, let it be spelling mistakes, whatever it is, so that I can go through it and rectify your mistakes, I can clear your mistakes. So please, I am repeatedly telling for the last so many days that you have to do practice, you have to write it in your grammar note, and I told you that you have to keep a separate small grammar note which you have to use for your English grammar purposes. So what you have to do, you have to write some examples regarding noun, pronoun, sentence, kinds of sentences, and prepositions. So you have to write some examples, maybe 2 or 3 examples regarding every aspects which I have discussed with you, and you have to submit it so that I can go through it, and if you make any mistakes, I can clear it. So please do it, and I hope that from today I will be getting a very positive response from all of you. Thank you, and have a very beautiful day. Be home, be safe, and let's fight together against Corona, COVID-19. Thank you very much.